Welcome back, AEI artist. Today we are going to be continuing with our pop art self-portraits. You should have finished painting using the primary colors, making it, of course, not realistic, but just something fun to pop out with. So I've used blue, red, and yellow, and then I have a black stripe as accent and fun in the background. Today we're going to learn a little bit about Ben-Day dots because we're going to add those to our pop art self-portrait and then work on our practice sheet. So everybody will get a little narrow sheet of white paper. On the back, put your name, your teacher's name, and the color of your table. Okay, make sure you get those three things on. Then, using the same colors that you use to create your self-portrait, everyone will have 3 Q-tips. So Ben-Day dots are little dots, and there are many ways of doing it, but we're just going to dip our Q-tip into a color, and I'll start with yellow, and you're just going to put dots around. So just kind of play around with knowing how much pressure that you want to do with your Ben-Day dots. Okay, so that would be yellow. You could use the other side, but let's put it down. Now we're going to use red. Again, you're just dipping it in the tip. You don't need a lot of paint. And you're going to just be dotting your paper. So see how many dots you can get with one dip of paint. We're not overlapping our dots. We need to see space between the dots, okay? And then, of course, blue. So we're just going to do the primary colors with our dots. Again, trying to see how many dots you can get with one dip of paint. When you feel comfortable with how much paint you need and how close your dots can be, then if your artwork is dry, you're going to then do the Ben-Day dots on your artwork. So using the same 3 dots, I'm just going to move stuff out of the way. I'm going to start with blue. So I'm going to dip my thing with blue, and I'm going to add some dots. I'm going to do some more blue. You don't want to do blue on top of blue, so I think I'll do maybe some Ben-Day dots over here. Again, we don't want them everywhere. When the artist did use Ben-Day dots, they did use them as texture and as a way of showing value, but we're just going to have fun with the idea of adding Ben-Day dots. So now I'm going to use yellow, and you can turn your paper so that you don't get the wet areas full of paint on yourself. So I'm putting my yellow over my blue, and as long as your blue paint is dry, you're not going to create what color? Hopefully I'm hearing you guys say green. So I'm going to add some Ben-Day dots. You can do it all over, but they need to be close together, okay? So I've got some Ben-Day dots, and I think I'm going to add some yellow, maybe on my black, and into the red. Again, you can only do this if your paint is dry. If your paint is not dry, if you're still working on your self-portrait and you finish it but it's still wet, then just go back to this paper and just have some fun. You can even draw a picture using dots. So I challenge you to create a picture while you're waiting for your self-portrait to dry on this paper. So enjoy working with Ben-Day dots, creating a pop art like self-portrait and a pop art piece of art, all just with using Ben-Day dots. So have fun. When you are done with your Q-tips, you're going to take all three, and hopefully there's only paint on one side. So let's only use paint on one side, so the other side you can hold on to, and you're going to throw these in the garbage. So be careful of those around you so you don't put paint on other people. There's also aprons up at the front of the classroom if you need aprons. So enjoy working with your self-portrait, adding Ben-Day dots to several areas of your artwork. And I will continue on and have this up as my finished product a little bit later today. Enjoy.